Talking about love and romance here on Valentine's Day on North Dakota Today, and a perfect time to have Chris and Gina Allers with Worldwide Marriage Encounter to talk a little bit about keeping the spark alive in your marriage. Thank you guys for coming in. I joke it's all about romance and love and perfect relationships, and then we say, and keeping the spark in your marriage. But there's more to what spark means, according to you guys. Now, this is an acronym, correct?
Yeah, this is actually an acronym that we got from another Marriage Encounter team couple that does this type of thing. They take this acronym around to different dinners that they put on, and they talk about it. So we're going to do our best to narrow it down and talk about each one in particular. So. All
right, so we start with S in spark, and it's sharing.
Sharing, yes. Just because you're married doesn't mean you have to share everying. There's some things that Chris and I don't share, you know, toothbrushes, things like that. You know, that's just gross. But,
okay, yes,
you know, but you are married, you have become one. So sharing is, right, the appropriate thing to do. And those can be from just little things to emotions. I mean, there's a broad range of sharing that married couples should do. So sharing food, meals at the table, chores around the house, money. But most of all, I think most importantly, sharing your faith, your virtues, your morals, and having conversations around those can only help a couple grow closer together, maybe initiate some sparks that way.
I like that.
Sharing time is a good one too. Make sure you share your time with your spouse. We all get wrapped up in kids and jobs and work and tasks. Sometimes our time is a great thing to share with the other.
I like that. It makes sense. I didn't think about it. I was thinking, yeah, like share my chocolate, but share my time is more important. P, pranks and surprises.
Yes. So this is where we get into the how do we keep our relationship unpredictable, if you will, right? We're all run by schedules. We all have jobs, we have kids we have to drop off, we have routines that we need to keep, but how do we keep that spice in and keeping that unpredictability? You know, Valentine's Day is a wonderful thing. You were talking about, you know, the surprise that you received this morning on Valentine's Day, and that's a wonderful opportunity. But what about next week and the week after, right? Every day could be an opportunity for a Valentine's Day to let the other one know. So little pranks, friendly, good, you know, type pranks. We're not talking about, you know, putting, what was it the other day, water in a balloon and then having them pop it. And, you know, like, you could, you know, you could do something like, you know, maybe not, but how do you set something up? How do you set out chocolate if they know that they love chocolate in unexpected places that they would just say, oh, there's this little chocolate and a little note, and having those types of things.
I have found chocolate in my bathroom drawers, in my underwear drawers. I mean, it's fun to find that kinds of thing around. It just sparks a little bit of joy.
Oh, I love that. Okay, A, S-P-A, attitude of gratitude.
Yes, so we are all made in God's image, right? And He makes us beautiful, perfect in His eyes. So it's very important for us as spouses to remember that about our spouse and to appreciate and be thankful for who they are. Not just thankful and love the parts of our spouse that are most like us, but to appreciate those things that are different about them. So, I mean, Chris and I are very different. So there's things about him that I need to appreciate, where he's kind of a measure twice and cut once kind of guy, where I just like to go cut, right? So it's just appreciating those types of differences.
It's also making sure that you specify, you know, you make it a conscious effort. I think it's very easy to let somebody know when they do something that wrongs you or that you don't appreciate. But then, you know, seeing the little things and knowing the little things. I know Gina spent a lot of time this week getting ready for her kids' Valentine's Day programs and cooking and getting meal prep ready for the weekend we're about to have. And I don't know that I've shared that gratitude with her, but it's just that, you know, knowing that those little things are happening, and how do we just make sure that we always share that attitude of gratitude with each other and say it verbally and say it in a way that they can acknowledge it.
I love that. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about spark. We're going to find out what R and K stand for. Stay with us.